a lot of people getting testosterone shots. I feel like I have too much.
Right.
So
you can give yours away.
Yeah, I could sell some of mine, bottle it up.
There you go. There's a potential source for you, Kevin.
So you're not getting any shots, Tyson?
He's a young man. He's 43 years old. Although in Hollywood, it seems like the older men get, the better they look these days. Look at the cast of The Expendables. I mean, they look incredible. Hugh Jackman, Tom Cruise. The question is, though, is it au naturel or are they getting a little bit of a boost?
Hello. There seems to be a real shift going on with men these days. All of a sudden, you know, a man has a midlife crisis. It used to be that he would get a new car or a hot new girl. Now it's a beautiful body. We're going inside the flip side of the change, menopause. It's tonight's Inside Story.
I think it's about time that guys get to deal with something that we women deal with.
Run now! These are the bodies men past 40 might aspire to have, but just can't achieve. Most men of a certain age have a set of love handles we don't love at all, and low energy juice in the old tank.
We'll see a guy in his 40s, 50s comes in, he says, Doc, you know what? Something's going on. I just don't feel the same.
One of the reasons why could be low testosterone, and that's why guys are flocking to low T clinics across the country, getting a hormone injection, hoping to change their body.
Not every man, but in a certain group, they start to experience changes that are not good for them, and it's as a result of aging and the decline in testosterone.
Dr. William Riley claims testosterone therapy elevates men's moods, boosts energy, can help melt away belly fat, and gives a low libido a much-needed kick. This stage that aging men go through is now being termed menopause, made famous from this recent Time magazine cover story.
We're basically in the middle of a massive experiment on middle-aged men. We're administering low-T therapies to otherwise healthy men, and the consequences of that are basically unknown at this point.
It happens, you know, this has to happen because men have a version of it.
So are you having hot flashes? Or are you like, how are you going to combat the menopause?
As far as I know, I'm still getting my period.
49-year-old martial arts expert Victor Marks was used to a body that never let him down.
I was working out and even intensified my workout. I couldn't build, and I could start to see more body fat.
The married father of 5 has been taking T-shots now for nearly 4 years. Enter the mastermind behind the low T centers around the country, Mike Sisk. He has 45,000 patients paying at average $400 a month for T therapy. This former FedEx manager is now worth an estimated $100 million.
Is this the fountain of youth?
I don't think it's the fountain of youth. Testosterone's been around for a long time. You know, I tell people it's not the silver bullet, it's a really shiny one.
Going in for my tests, I knew afternoon naps have become a must for me, and despite being active, I can't seem to shake a little bit of weight around my waist. With my results complete, the doc delivered the news I never thought I'd hear.
Well, your labs are back and your testosterone level is 272. And
that's
our
low.
cutoff is 350.
I'm low.
You're low. Libido issues, everything's fine.
You know, it's normal. I figure, you know, I'm 50. At 50, you don't want to, you know, you're not chasing every day. Okay, so listen, a man's testosterone level peaks at 18 and can go as high as 1,200. So it's a little frightening that my T has now dipped below 300. Let me just say this, Mrs. Frazier is happy.
It's okay.
I think.
This is more than I ever wanted to know about you, seriously. It's kind of a watershed moment in our relationship. But as a woman who very recently entered my 40s, I want to say I'm fine with the idea of men getting hotter with age. I mean, if this is what 50 or 60 looks like, I say, bring on the tea.
All right, listen, we've been talking about this a lot around the studio, and I'm seriously considering the shots. So we brought over my buddy, Travis Stork, from the doctors because we were talking about this, and Chris Spencer returns. I know you have something funny to say.
I have nothing funny to say.
But first, Travis,
I'm built.
Honestly, would you advise that someone takes them?
Well, you're struggling, right? Because you don't know. You're right at that cutoff point.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. I always tell someone, look, what are your symptoms? If you have low libido and you have low energy and your doctor thinks it's due to low T, then supplementation can be a great thing. But if you otherwise feel fine, don't treat a number, treat symptoms.
If men do get this treatment, how would it affect their sex drive?
Theoretically, testosterone therapy will increase your sex drive. I think a lot of guys are taking it because they want to look like a bodybuilder. When I came in this morning and Kevin told me his levels were on the lower side, I thought it couldn't be true. And then it got me to thinking, Chris, have you ever been tested?
I don't need to be. I'm actually on T right now.
What?
Are?
It's
Really?
this jacket, you can't tell. You remember how I used to look in the 90s? I mean, I have before pictures. Can we show a before picture of the Cheetos pork diet, right? And now I feel much better now that I'm on it. I'm taking the shot. I take it twice a week, actually, because I have a hookup. Sometimes if you go into the hood, you get things at a discount. That's me right now.
No way. Come on. Come on.
Can I just tell you something why I'm crying and laughing right
Why is
now?
that?
Because your wife, Vanessa, gave me a real picture of you.
No,
and I want to show it to everybody. This is how Chris really looks.
All right, but listen, this is unfair. That is before I went to the barber. Actually, I was Chewbacca in a school play. That's what it was right there.
Is this real, Dr. Travis? Could this happen?
So the big side effects to worry about, they can be across the board. But if you take testosterone and you take it to the level where it's too high,
Right.
your body shuts down all of its own natural testosterone production.
Travis, thank you for being here. The 7th season of The Doctors premieres in September.
Thank you, Dr. Travis.
Chris,
Yes.
we're going to get you tested. We're going to go on The Doctors together. I'm telling you. We'll be right back with more in just a minute. I'm going to pull my T levels together.
Wow, this has been a very bonding moment between us all.